this is a video I've been wanting to do for ages, simply because modding TF2 on Xbox 360, it's difficult if you're starting, but it's easy if you have knowledge. So while I've got this file copying over, I'm just going to explain to you how does modding TF2 work. So basically, all we are doing is modifying the game files to execute console commands, because it's source engine. If you go in TF2, go in the dev console, half of the commands are identical to what we're going to be working with, but not all of them are. Lots has changed. For example, you can't get bots in this version. You can't do arena game modes unless someone makes them. There's lots you can't do, but there's lots you can do if you know how to do it. So I'm going to let this copy over. So we actually only need two tools to do this. You're going to need VXZip. This is going to be extracting a zip file. WX360, which we're going to be going in the ISO with, and then here I'm just going to wait for that to copy over so I can show you more. Also, I'm going to link an original modders post. Original modders, brand new form. Here you go. They used to be open, but then they shut. Now they've opened again, and there's going to be plenty of resources here. Like, I've already got tons of tutorials here on how to RGH your console or some TF2 tools, which I will be leaving a link to in the description. So you can download all of these if you want to, but we're just going to be using the basic zip extraction and the ISO extraction. There we go. Okay. Is it done yet? It's nearly done. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to open up WX360. In fact, no. First of all, you want to make a new folder. I'm going to name this zip files. You can name it whatever you want. Then you can open up not the DVD file. That's my fault. Open up WX360, and then open it up. Yeah, there you go. Come on. It's old software. It might take a while. The image burns loading up because I executed that stupid DVD file. So yeah, there's two ways you can run this. You can either A, hot swap it, which you can only do one disk per mod. You can't reuse them. And then there's RGH, where you just run the default .xex in the ISO. And then that saves a lot of time. Alright. Good. Alright. Open up WX360. Come on, really? I might have to reshoot this because this is not going to work. Alright, I'm a little annoyed now. I'm gonna see if my other file one, if this one opens, then I can use it. Is it? Really? Oh god, there we go. Okay. I'm just going to close some of these. Right. Now you've got WX360 open, you then want to click File and Open, and then you want to get the ISO, which is here. Open that, and here we are. So if you are going to be using this on an RGH or JTAG console, you want to extract everything and put it in a file on your hard drive. If you're going to be using it with Hotswap or an X360 key DVD loader, then just keep it all in the ISO. So some things I want to know. This is the zip zone in TF. This contains settings, textures, not maps, but your configs. This is where we're going to be doing everything. So you want to right click, extract file, and then we can just extract it here, make sure it's all like that, let it extract, and done. So we can minimize this. We can now open up the exit, do file, open zip, and then let me just navigate back to my zip. Double click on that, because if you notice, if you click on this zip in a file explorer, you can't open it. You have to use a tool. Right. It's just going to create a little preload. That's fine. You don't need that. Here we go. Now you want to do file, and then zip operations, extract all files, and then find the folder. Mine's buried, so I'm going to have to find it. There we go, zip files. And then this will, it takes ages to extract. It does. It depends on your PC, really. But yeah. I will probably cut this out in editing, but it takes ages. I'm just going to quickly explain a bit more of original modders while I'm here. So TF2 beta, there's actually a beta compiled that you can run TF2 on, and it's nearly identical to the 360 version, and it has a Caption compiler. Captions are basically custom mod menus. If I open up my file explorer, I can show you what they look like. Of course, file explorer is going to be really laggy because the zip is extracting. So yeah, if you've got lots open like I have in your PC, you can't handle it. Yeah, let me just get a picture of my mod menu so I can show you what it's like. You can't just download mod menus or buy mod menus. You make them. You can't just do it like that. Especially not in TF2. Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna open up a picture now. Other things to know, you don't get banned for modding TF2. Generally, you get banned for having an RGH console. Really, hot swapping doesn't really get you banned that much. It can, but very, very rarely. But that is only one good side. You haven't got to pay for a stealth. You haven't got to rely on one, and you're not going to get banned as much. Right. This is what I mean. Here, game modes. As you can see, that is a caption. As you can see there, you can see it's just a simple icon. That's it. The buttons is a custom font file, which I'll probably get into later. But it's just easier to navigate your mods. A lot easily. But yeah, I'm gonna cut this out. I will start recording once the extraction is finished. While you are waiting for this, you can go here and install other tools. So if you download the ISO's there, by the way, if you want it, get the Caption compiler while you're at it. And if you're going to be hot swapping, then download ABGX and image burn. If you're going to be using an RGH, just extract all the files and run the default.xcx. And yeah, alright. I will cut back to this one. The zip is complete, and maybe you can sign up on original modders while you wait, but up to you. I suggest you do. Alright, so my zip's just finished extracting, as you can see in zip files. So now we can't go over the original zip size, because if not, you're not going to be able to pad it. So now we're just going to be deleting a lot. So this preload section can go. DESC support can go. Right, config chapter 1, 2, 3 can go. Undo controller config can go. Alright. In maps, anything that has language on it or commentary can go. There we go. In resource, closed caption, French, English and German can go. In commentary, explanation, dialogue, dot raise can go. Commentary item can go. TF, French and German can go. In scripts, bug reporter.defaults.txt can go. Cheat codes can go unless you want to look at them. It's there's not even anything in there because yeah. Cheat codes can go, and then in sound, everything in commentary can be deleted. Right. Once you've done that, we now have room to make way for our mods. So, open up config, and you're going to have your config.360 and then your config.default. Default, we're just not going to use because, as you can see, it's all for keyboard and mouse, and it's not even going to be in use. Alright. In config.360 config, you can edit everything if you want, but we're going to make our mods neat. Usually mods have hundreds of different config files. I'm going to be doing everything in one file. So we're going to edit back, and we're going to edit this to do execute mods. I'm going to save that, we're going to exit, we're then going to copy it, I'm going to paste it. And then we're going to rename it to, oh guess what, mods.config. Now we can bind everything. Now I'm going to show you how to do everything. Was that it? No, right. I would say to do everything neatly, because if you do it wrong, you're going to have hundreds of config files and your menu will be messy. Now, the old way of telling what menu you're on was doing say and then menu 1 or something like that, and it just doesn't work. We're going to be utilizing captions. I'm going to do a menu with them first, and then I will show you how we make the captions. I'm just going to go into my project file on my other mods. Blah blah blah. Right. So first of all, we are going to want to define some things. So whenever we execute this file, we're going to want to automatically set SV cheats to 1 because we actually want to execute crap. Now semicolon allows you to put another command in the same line, so we're going to be doing ent underscore fire self add output render mode 1. Alright, here we go. So now you want to set your default controls back to how they work. So every single time we make a mod menu, let's say there's a menu that only uses 2 buttons. What we want to do is make it so those 2 buttons do the mod, but the rest of your buttons do what they usually map to it. So I'm going to do alias dev. Alias basically sets that to that. So now every single time we run this command, it will set our binds to how everything was. A button jump, B button reload, etc. But instead, LB, where is LB? It's going to be bind. Yeah, there you go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make a new one called def1. Which I'm going to enter for. Lovely. Okay. This is going to be how when we're going to close and open our menu. So we're going to do close caption 0, which closes it, and then you're wondering what's MM0, because I haven't mentioned that yet. I'm going to mention it now. MM0 is going to set our closed caption to 1, keep it open for just like 100 seconds, subtitles to 1, the display time to 1, and the language to console. And then, as you can see here, we're going to have a bunch of binds, which I'm going to get rid of for now so I can show you. Good, we are still recording because that would have been irritating. Right, so I'm going to get rid of all the binds here, but I'm going to leave L shoulder set to def1, and I will tell you why in a minute. Right, so every time we execute def1 here, L shoulder is going to be the main menu to exit the menu. Every time we execute def1, what's going to happen is it's going to give us the default binds back. It's going to get rid of the caption, but it's going to bind L shoulder to open the menu again. So I will leave some of this to copy and paste in the description because it is complicated and you can't type it right. This is it, CC emit. This is how we execute our different closed captions. So you can name these whatever you want. I'm just going to name this main menu, for example. We're going to get back to that. So now, how are we going to do our configs? Well, our configs are going to be done like this. We can just do align, and then we can do main 1, and then put the console commands. So let's say you want the first button to be Buddha, for example, and then you can put another speech mark there, but it does not do anything. We do alias main 2, and then we can do, for example, no clip alias main 3. You know, you can do whatever you want with it. I will leave an SV. I'm sorry, my head's just gone. I will leave a CVAR list. So we can do the main 3 as Impulse 101, for example. And then how about we just do alias main 4 third person alias main 5 first person. Then we can do like alias main 6, and then we can do that shows our FPS. Now what increment var does is, I won't go into more detail, you can toggle it with one button, so it adds 1 extra time. So if you execute it, that will become 1, execute it again, it will become 0. If you want to look at what that is, you can find it on one of Valve's developer site. That's going to be the same for net graph, which just shows your FPS and all that. And then, yeah, so we've got 7 there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to come over here, and then you can see where it says 8 bind A. We're going to bind A to main 1. So then every time we press A, it's going to do main 1, which is Buddha. And then every time we do main B, main 2, and it's pretty self-explanatory. Main 3, main 4. We're going to leave L shoulder because we are going to be using that to exit our menu. And then we can do main 6, main 7. Now I'm going to put main 8 and 9, even though we haven't got an 8 and 9, because I'm going to add them. 8. Main 8. So let's do, like, for example, alias main 8 could be SV gravity 800, and make alias main 9 SV gravity like 300 for low gravity. And just like that, you have a form of a basic menu. So now we're going to put this all on captions. So in the description there's going to be like an advanced section. You don't have to do this. If you don't want captions and you're going to memorize everything, then, which I don't recommend doing, then instead of doing captions, replace CC emit with like say, and then for example like main menu or something like that. If you're also going to be doing that, then get rid of anything that says CC or closed caption. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with captions, and if you don't, you're going to make a mistake. Like a big one. Alright. Let me just open up the compiler. Yeah. There's tons of files I have to go through to find it. Plus I need to back my main files up, because if I'm making a new one, then yeah. Here we go. So in the caption compiler, there's going to be in a bin file. You need to leave it in bin, because if not it'll break. Go in resource, and then go in close caption underscore console. I've got stuff here from my mods. I'm going to clear it completely, so we can start over. Alright, so you want to make sure you set language to console, which it should already be. Alright, and then we can go. So I'm just going to get rid of nearly everything, so I can just explain to you how everything is going to work. Right. Every single time we're going to make a menu, we need to select the colour of the menu. So this is going to be the title. And then, once we've done that, so you've got your colour, which is just pure RGB. So I'm just going to do 255, make it white. So R, and then G, and then B. And we'll do same here. That's going to be our title, and then every single time you want to make, so this is one item here, every single time you want to add a new item to go down on your list, you have to do CR. And then we could do another item, like, now we're going to come, oh I didn't even show that on video, I'm so sorry. Over here, sorry. Oh, right, set language to console, and then this is the linger time, just leave it there. Right, then we're going to have colour. Every time you make something, you want to usually put a colour on it. So we're gonna I'm gonna do the title of the menu first, which is gonna be main menu. So this is one object, and then we want to make a new object. Go down. We put CR, and then we do the colour again, because we're gonna be using a different bit of text. And then we can put our buttons. So for example, main one here, just put up, and it's A. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put on here. In fact, no, I've got something. You see here it says CC emit main menu. Whatever this says here. Alright, I've just cut in the video because I had to go eat in the middle of recording. I think I was saying that this has to match that. And every single time a CR is mentioned, it's a new menu. So we're going to be doing our menu. So main one, which is A, we're going to put in here. So we're going to make a new element, we're going to set it to white, and then we're going to put, we can do A, and then we can do Buddha, for example, and then we can create a new one, and then let's do B, no clip, let's do another one. We could do, for example, A, B, and then I think it goes X and then Y, Y, X, what is it, X, and then Y. So, which is impulse 101. Let's do Y up. You have to put space Y. Third person, and then it goes up, down, left, right, I think, yeah. yeah, up, down, left, right, up, first person, down, show FPS, left, net graph, right, no graph, and then finally it's RB. Right, that's RB, and then let's see if you want to grab. Right, so just like that, that is now a menu, as you can see there. Save it, then exit. You want to make sure the encoding says UTF-16 space LE. If not, it won't work. Alright. After you've done that, here's your file. Make sure it's named closed caption underscore console and the language is set to console. Click on bin, then click on compile.bat. This will come up. Just press any key. And then once you see Caption compile converted, close the file, go into resource, and then you're going to get a new file. You can open this, but it's going to look, yeah, see, it's weird. It's actually really weird. But yeah, it's fine. It's supposed to look really weird, but that's how the program works. Right, you want to copy this file, head back into your zip files, go into resource, and then you can paste that in like so. Close caption underscore dot 360 that. They are basic mods. Now we are going to run that and find out what happens. So I need to run this on my console. So what you want to do now is, if you are save your mods.config and double check everything. Make sure your config is set up. So in config.360 back is execute mods, and if you just want to make sure everything works, you can put at the top, say mods, like that. I think that's how you say command, but yeah. Alright. And then you want to head back into the exit, and then you want to do file, create zip, and then you want to navigate to that to your zip files, which mine is there. Click OK. And now what you want to do is you want to come down and double click on this zip here, not this one, this one. You want to press yes. Alright, that's happened. That has happened because I have the file open. You want to make sure you're not inside that file, because if not, you're not going to be able to do it. Let's try that again. File, create zip, make sure you haven't got it open, and then navigate to your file, which is my zip files, and then select the zip, and then let it create the zip. This doesn't usually take too long. It takes longer to extract. I could go real sellout and go to originalmodders.com and sign up while we're waiting for this, but up to you. It usually takes longer than your first try. If you the next time you do it, it's all stored in some form of cache. I don't know how it works, but yeah. I don't know how the tool exactly works. I just use it, like loads of people do. Now there is ZipFix, which I try to use, but ZipFix is broken. It just does not work. It's outdated and it will crash your PC if it's a potato. yeah, we're just gonna let this hurry up and do what it needs to do. Yeah, alright. Now, I have to somehow show you this, don't I? I haven't got a capture card on my console, so I will have to maybe either insert some form of picture, or maybe record on my phone, because I've yet got a capture card. I might have to cut the video if this takes any longer. I hate cutting videos, I just like it having one nice long video. If you're having issues with anything I've mentioned, or you have some general questions related, then you can always DM me. I'll have it in the description. Here you go. Would you like to pad this zip to the proper size? You want to click yes. Then you want to make sure you select Team Fortress 2. Then done. Once you've done that, now what you want to do is this. If you're hot swapping or using an X360 key, you want to go back into WX360, go in your ISO, go in TF, right click on zip 0 and replace it with this one, like so. Alright, now if you're going to use RGH, then that's it, or JTAG. All you have to do is extract all of these files here and then run the default.xcx on your modded console and your mods will load up. If you're going to be hot swapping, we have to do things a little differently. So first thing, you want to install a program called Image Burn. It's again in the original modders post. And the discs you need are just like that. Yeah, this is Image Burn. The discs that you are going to need are dual layer 8.5 gigabyte DVDs. So the issue is it's one disc per mod. There's 10. I used 10 when I used to hotspot. As you can see there, you can get tons there, but it takes ages to do hotspot. Plus, I'm not even going to be showing you how to do it because I hate doing it. So what you want to do now is you want to do write image file to disk, and then select a file. No, in fact, no, I'm wrong. Sorry. In the description, download a file called abgx360GUI. This is what it looks like. You want to select the ISO, which is there. So I'm just gonna. Fuck's sake! No, I didn't mean that. If you want to double click on your ISO, and then options, you can do verify stealth and colors and all that. The main thing we need is the DVD file. If yours didn't come with a DVD file, then you need to do this, but you can do manually patch it and just launch that, and then it's going to load up this UI here. There we go. And then once that's done, now you can open Image Burn. And now I'm going to get to one of the final parts of this. I know it's taken long. It's taken long. Alright. You want to do tools? I don't even know where this is actually. It's in my post. I've put it on. You have to set your layer break, because if not, it will burn incorrectly. You have to go in tools and then settings, and then you need to go into write, and then where it says options, you want to get user specified, and you need to do 1913760. Oh, like that. Once you've done that, write image file to disk, and then find the file, which is you want to select the DVD file, not the ISO. I haven't got a disk in my drive, but what you want to do is you want to have write speed at 2.4. It takes like an hour to write to the disk and hot swap. How you hot swap it is weird. Now I will find a video for it and put it in the description. But when you hot swap, you have to take your console apart, get the DVD apart. What you have to do is put the original orange box disk in, go to the install button, and then when it asks for a storage device, you press A, and you quickly swap the disk out for the your modded one with ISO burned on it. But it's risky, you can damage laser and all that. But once you've done that, it will then take a good hour, and if it fails in between 30 and 50%, it's a zip issue. If it fails above that, it's most likely a disk issue. Because from experience, you can't burn onto a disk you've already written to. So once you use one disk, that's it. As soon as you press the start button here, that disk is gone. You are going to need some form of DVD drive that just says DVD are rewritable on it. That should be it. And disk compact, I'm not sure. My PC has one, but any portable thing should do. If you have one on your PC, use that. I'm also going to be doing this on my RGH because I have an RGH. I did it a few months ago. It's worth getting one or doing it yourself if you're lucky. So, what you want to do? Oh, this is good. My USB already has my orange box on it. So once you've extracted everything, if you use an orange box, this is what it should look like. Identical to the ISO. As you can see, the XCX, that's how we're going to run it. So, what we're going to do is, first of all, I need to make a backup of my zip0 because that is my zip0 that I need. So I'm just going to paste it there because that's with all my actual mods on. Right, so what you want to do is go back to... Come on, where is it? So if you're using an RGH, you just have to replace the zip in File Explorer. That's weird, it's called zip0. Why is it not called zip0360? That's not... That's weird. I'm like, well, that's not right. I don't know. That is my fault. That should be named .360. The game's launched without it, but I don't know how I've gotten away with it. Let's get rid of that. Yeah, that is a big mistake. Don't do that because you can screw something up. Alright, here we go. So now I'm going to go into TF. I'm just going to delete my old zip. Alright. So with an RGH, you're just going to launch that default.xcx. I'm now going to get my phone and record it on there, so I can show you what it will look like. Yeah, I have not got a screen share or some sort. Right. I'm back. I'm gonna cut it out, but I managed to get into the game. But the issue was that we forgot to add one line. Let me quickly show you what it is in config, but I will update it in the description, so it shouldn't happen to you. But up the top, oh, let me get rid of this. Right. Up the top here, where it says SV cheats 1, I forgot to put def1 and a semicolon. You need to do the same, because I forgot. That was my fault. Yeah, there's a missing texture there. I don't know what I deleted, but it's fine, it will load up. It's just so you can get more room. It's fine, everything is fine. Yeah, that's all. I forgot to put one line in. Maybe I should have done a more easier tutorial where you can just have your own configs. Because it is easier, but at the end of the day you will have too many configs. And you're going to have like 50 files. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna quickly, every time you start your game, you want to reset your controls because it will do that. Alright, I'm just gonna do system link so I can be on my own and I can start the game up instantly. Yeah, this video is going to take a while, isn't it? Oh, this is why I wanted to make it, but it's take too long to just edit it all together. Like, I've already done like 3 different recordings on PC because I've had to go or I've had to wait for something to happen, and then I've done 3 on my phone because the recording, the game kept on breaking. The 3rd time lucky, eh? Because this should be it. Come on, there we go. Alright. Just gonna let them waiting for players because I don't want it disappearing. It's so loud. Alright, so now I'm gonna press back. It says mods, now I'm gonna press LB. Back again. Oh, there you go. Fucking hell. Right, you have to press back twice, but there you go, your menu will come up. It's in a bit of a weird spot, I know, because we haven't edited the dialogue. But if I press B, as you can see, we're no clipping. If I press Y for 3rd person, I did it wrong, didn't I? I got some of the binds the wrong way round, didn't I? Oh, that's how you learn. But as you can see, I am no clipping, and this will work on online matches. It's just because I bound them wrong. That's my fault. So what's 3rd person then? 3rd person. I skipped 4. That's my problem. I accidentally skipped 4 when I was putting the binds in. That's why. But you see that graph down there? There you go. And then show FPS, where are you at? There you go, see it out there, toggle that. I think impulse works, but yeah, that is it. So if you want, your menu's down here, you don't really want it down there. You can get it in the corner, and I will show you how to do that now. So finally had a good attempt at running the game, and everything worked. Now I'm just gonna, as you saw, the caption was in the middle of the screen, which you don't really want. You want it like on the left hand side or the right. So I am going to, there's going to be a file, I'm going to show you where it is. In fact, just search for it because I can't be asked. It's going to be called HUD layout. And I'm just going to open it on here. It's going to be HUD layout.res. There. Just navigate to that. File location. Where is it? It's in store. And then yeah, and then there's going to be another res file. I'll send it in the description. But just copy the file over I send, Control V, replace the file, and then your menu will be on the left. So now that we've done that is pretty much the basics of modding, which is pretty cool. And there's a lot you can do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back into the Caption compiler where we were, and we're going to make one more menu, because you can have multiple menus within one, because you can't have enough buttons. Oh boy, yeah, you can never have enough. Alright, let me just navigate to the compiler on my PC. So I'm back in the compiler. I've just deleted the old 360 files. So now we're gonna add let's just do 2 more menus for now, I guess. Seems good. Alright. So whenever you config open at the same time, it does look messy. It does get messy, doesn't it? Yeah. I agree. It can and it does, and I can't even get this stupid window just to. Oh come on. Right. So that's it. I did do everything a little wonky. I bound everything wrong. So I'm gonna tidy this up a bit. I'm gonna get this. Just gonna copy that, and we're just gonna do alias main, and then I'm just gonna do that. You see? And then I'm gonna do main like that. There you go. Okay. So A button LB, and then I'm just gonna move L shoulder as well, because I like putting L shoulder right here at the back, like so. Right. So now you can just copy and paste this, but I do need to quickly edit it. It goes 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7. So you have roughly room for 7 lines. So I will just change that to 300, and I will just get rid of the main line because we haven't got room for it. So I did name everything a little wrong, didn't I? You know, get me. It goes Y, third person. It goes, yeah, up, down. Yeah, yeah, I did do it wrong, didn't I? Yeah, that's the thing. Mods is mainly trial and error. Yeah, A Buddha, B no clip, and then X impulse, third person, and first person. Ah, there you go. You didn't even use right. So we did have room for 9, I just never did it. Well then. So now we're going to make a menu within a menu. So I'm going to do on RB, and I'm just going to do next page. And one thing there we go. So now what we can do is we can copy this whole thing, and then yeah, just copy this line, and then we can do main menu too. I'm just gonna get rid of that. Right. So now what we can do is on here, you can just copy this main section and then paste it down here, and then we can call this main 2, and then I'm just going to put a 2 in front of everything because I'm lazy. You can do it however you feel like is best, but what you want to do is you want to leave def. We're going to edit the binds again. I'm just going to do on here, second menu. Sorry about that. Right, so now, instead of setting L shoulder to close the menu, let's set L shoulder to open the previous menu. So instead of LB being close menu, which it should actually be, I didn't even put it on there, did I? See, you just forget things. Oh, there we go. So let's set that to main, and we want to do, yeah, so that's going to be set to main, and we want to make it emit main menu 2, which is F. And now we can put more binds on it. I am running out of binds now. Let's do some nice one like name, heavy, and then come on. I can't think of anything on the spot. I need to go let me go into my mods and just get some cracks. I'm like, what can I do? And I'm like, I don't know, because I don't do it a lot. It's like, once you get all your mods, you just forget, right? Let's do, let me just show you. This is my config here. It's messy, but you can see all the menus. That's the menu. That's a menu. That's a menu. That's a menu. Yeah, let's do some stuff, shall we? Right, we can do restart game. I didn't mean that. We can do restart the round. We can scramble the team. We can force to respawn everyone. And then we can add time and remove time. So we can add time. We can remove time. Oh, that's what I say, -200 time. And then we can actually uncap our FPS. So I think it's FPS underscore max, and set that to 0. And you can go above 30 FPS. So there's one menu done. And then what we can do is, yeah, so we're going to set this R shoulder to main 2, and I'm actually going to make a main 3. Yeah, you guessed it, we're making another menu, but first we need to put this one on here. This is what I like to do. I just have this copied and paste the second menu. So, oh. Yeah, if you make a typo, it will result badly. Right. So we're going to do A, name heavy. We're going to do B, restart game. We'll do X, restart round, and then we can do Y, restart game, and then up, scramble teams, down, force respawn, and then left, add time, and then right, removed, remove time, and then right, removed. Yeah, you make mistakes. You do. Oh, what's right? Yeah, I've made a mistake again. Oh, lovely. Right. Goes heavy, restart game, restart round, restart round, restart game, and up, scramble, down, force respawn, left, add, no, yeah, wait, okay, down, left, add time, right, remove time, I don't know how I managed to do it. You know, I just, oh, it's my fault, I know. A, name heavy. B, restart game. X, restart round. Y, scramble teams. Up, force respawn. down, add time, left, remove time, then right, uncap FPS, and then I'm going to do LB go back, and I'm not going to demo that yet because that's going to be annoying. LB go back. Let me just quickly add an RB next page, and then I'm going to make one more because I don't want to keep on recording on my phone because that's going to be irritating. Main menu 3, and then we're going to make one more config. And I'm just going to get rid of all the 2's and put a 3 instead. And then we're going to set our shoulder is going to be nothing. So if you want not to use a button, then just get rid of it. We're going to set this to main 2 because we want it to go back. So now let's get some more commands in here, shall we? What should we do? Let's do first one. We can use toggle all talk, and we can set how many flags you need to cap per round, which is just like so. Set that, and then I'm going to set that on 29. And then this is going to be one of the increment bar ones. You can just set this to 1 if you want it to be on, or 0 to be off, but this will toggle it. And then this one I found myself. You can make it so you can spam voice commands and you don't have to like you say medic and then it pauses. With this one you can just spam it. What else have we got? Let's do some props, shall we? Let's do a few props. We can create a G-man. Yeah, you can. And let's create a demo man. Right, we are nearly done. I'm happy to say that we are nearly done. I'm just going to set that to third menu. And then let's go again. So A, all talk. B, caps. 3, X, caps. 6. Y, caps. 9. And then up. Friendly fire, down, no speak delay, left, G-man, right, demo man, and then we can do LB go back. Right. And then we're just going to make sure we did main menu 3 here because it matches that one. And yeah, L shoulder goes back to 2, and then that goes back there. Yeah, will this work? Alright, I'm going to save that again, and then we're going to come back onto the Caption compiler. Mine's navigated throughout hundreds of files that I have. You don't need the TF2 beta to get it. It's in TF2 beta, but it's an outdated version that will break. But yeah, compile.bat. Make sure it's encoded. Let that continue. Let that convert. Resource. Copy the 360, and then let me go back to the TF2 file. Zip files. Resource, and then replace the one that's already in there. And then we can open up VX zip for the last time on this video. File, create zip, and then navigate to zip files, and then select. I'm already selecting the zip that exists in my orange box file. You want to select the zip here, or if you are doing an RGH, then just replace one that's already on your USB. If you're doing a hotspot, use this one and then replace what's on the ISO. I'm going to do this one so I don't have to transfer it, 'cause that's a waste of time. Now this shouldn't take long. It should only be a few seconds, and then it'll cut. There you go. See, because it's all cached. Click done, and then let it create it, and then once that's done, we should be good to go. There we go. Zip creation is complete. So now I am going to do for the last time a phone recording, and yeah, alright, I will see you on my phone for the last time and the send off of the video. Alright, I'm in. I'm going to press back, then I'm going to press back again, and then I'm going to press LB. Now mods come up here, it's a little bent. If I press RB, oh come on, really? So the menus didn't execute correctly, which is my fault, but the binds are working, as you can see. If I press something, oh, that created something that wasn't. That's an error, that's not good. There's a G-man, there you go, see? That's a little annoying. It didn't work. But we can just easily fix that, it's fine. But everything worked, yeah, if I press... There you go, there's FPS. There you go, there's the uncapped FPS, which looks really smooth, but yeah. It's a little broken. I'm not going to go back to PC recording. I will try and find out what the problem is with it from here. I'm a little worried because I've just gone into editing, and on one of the last bits of video, my mic completely just didn't want to work. I couldn't find anything wrong with the menu in the captions. I don't know what I did wrong, to be honest. Maybe the file didn't save over, or I didn't copy it correctly. I don't know, but it should work for you. And I can't believe how this video is going to be like an hour long. Like, save me now. Anyways, please go check out originalmodders.com because all the resources will be on there. Thank you, and I do not want to make this video again. And yeah, I know the mic quality is a little bad. I will have to look at that and fix that because I've just noticed it. But I'm not going to be recording an hour's worth of footage again. If someone wants to make subtitles, you can. But yeah, thank you for watching.